Okay, so I finally got to read volume 13 of No Matter How I Look at It, It's Your Guy's Fault I'm Not Popular. Beautiful cover. Can't see it because of this, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go to. And also, if you guys have this, and it's not. This is a first print, first edition of this book. Let me know if your guys, if this is elevated right here and it has those little things that like that thing right here in the corner, that glow. Do they all come like that even though they're not first edition or they're more later editions? All right, so let's get to the manga. Absolutely loved volume 13. I love volume 3 and I love volume 13 for different reasons. Tomoko has all the, well, it's a very complicated. It's very complicated how they did this. But this is a good book to give you all the names of everyone, even including her brother. Shows her brother, shows her name, her name, her name, her name, her name, her name. So basically there's like 12, 13 characters in this book, and they all talk about their name, they all mention their names. So it's a really good book for you to learn what the characters' names are. Second, they go on a field trip to a mouse land, or mousy land, some weird shit like that. It's basically Disneyland. They go to Disneyland on a field trip, but I don't think they're allowed to say Disneyland, so they make it Mousy Land. So it's basically like Disneyland. And Lilo and Stitch is in there too. Um, the Magic Kingdom, but it's completely different, but it's basically like Disneyland. And she has all these interactions with all these girls, and she also has some negative interactions with the girls. They're in a beautiful place. They're in Disneyland, basically like Disneyland. It's called Mousy something. They got the little Mickey Mouse ears, not the Mickey Mouse ears, but like animal ears, um, kind of like they have in Disneyland. And they're just having a great time. It's a field trip to to that theme park, right? And they're all talking to Tomoko. They're getting to know her. But you know what? There's all the girls have problems. A lot of them are bitches, and they treat Tomoko pretty badly. But Tomoko is gaining confidence, and she's sticking up for herself. So that's what I love about this one, is that you see her confidence is growing. She's having a lot of friendship. She's making a lot of friends, but some friends are bitches, some friends are jerks. And well, a lot of the girls are bitches. They're all basically outcasts. They get in fights with their friend groups. So they're basically they're using Tomoko as they don't call her Tomoko, they call her Kuro Kuro Kuromi-san or something like that. Kuroki-san, which is her last name, Tomoko Kuroki. So Kuroki-san, and then and so it's just basically they're having a good old time. There's some funny moments in there. They're in Disneyland. They're going through the restaurants. It's a very like it's a very fun manga. It's a very fun like episode. Basically, it kind of feels like a novella, or a novel, like a soap opera. feels like a soap opera, like an episode of a soap opera. So it's a very fun one because they're in Disneyland, kind of, and there's a lot of new characters. Well, they're reoccurring characters, but she's no longer a loner. She no longer has social anxiety. Well, she's still kind of a little quiet. She's still thinking too much in her brain, but she's more level-headed. She's a little bit more mature, and she's she has these problems, right? There's problems that occur, like the girls being rude to her or they're being bitches to her, but she's defending herself. It's basically like character development, and it's also like pretty cool that it shows you that these popular girls or these other girls that seem to be perfect are not perfect, that they're not like doing the best. They have mental issues and they have their own problems too. So it's basically like very real, and it's very fun. So that's why I like this one. It's a very unique volume, but I would say episode because it feels like an episode. It feels like a soap opera. So that's what makes me want to read the other the other mangas that come up, is because now the way that they're making these volumes, they're making them feel like, well, in Spanish it says novela, or novela is soap opera, but novel. I think the word novel comes from novela, but basically like a soap opera, right? So that's what makes it interesting. So I highly recommend you buy that one. I highly recommend you read that one. It's a really special one. If you haven't read the manga, definitely start from volume 1, 2, and 3. Skip 4, then read 5, 6, 7, and you can skip 8 or read it, but 8 is a little dull. Then you could go 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 13 is the best. 1 is very good. 2 is even better. 3 is my favorite. And 13 is also my favorite now. So definitely recommend it. It's a pretty cool, interesting manga. It's not like the shit, it's not like the overplayed out things that we have in shonen or shoujo. It's like a manga of its own. It's something different. It is kind of like a slice of life now, but I don't know. It's its own thing, and it's very entertaining, and it's really interesting to see how a person's personality starts to develop through the through the examples of middle school or like high school kids, high school girls mainly. But it's very good, man. I don't want to spoil too much, but I could show you like this little spot right here. See how there's 6 of them? He's right here, and they're on a roller coaster. So it's just a good time overall. And just because a girl is pretty and popular doesn't mean that she's that she has her shit together. She might have problems, and all these girls, they all have problems. They all get on each other's nerves. They're all some of them are bitches, some of them are trying to keep the peace, but most of the time they're snarky and condescending. There's one girl that is very nice to, well, there's one girl that's very like introvert to to Tomoko, but she's fucking passive aggressive as fuck, and it's annoying and it pisses me off because she would say like, "Oh, Tomoko, like you're like kind of dumb, huh? Like there's no way you can do basic things, cuz like you're basically your life is basically a waste. Like, but she says it in a happy way, like, you fucking bitch. Like, why is she like that? And then there's this other girl that hits Tomoko. So like Tomoko does something weird, and instead of saying anything, she just punches her in the face. So I don't like that either. So they're basically abusing her. So these friends that she has, they're not perfect. Sometimes I was reading it and I was like, man, these girls are bitches. Like maybe it was better for Tomoko when she was alone, because now she doesn't have to deal with these bitches. But she handles herself well. Tomoko handles herself well, and she's very positive, and she's still staying with her positivity. And when you put someone down, if they have a positive mind, you can't put them down. You could tell them all the bad shit in the world, it will not go into their brain, because their selves keep themselves positive. That's what I love about Tomoko, is that she's fucking positive, and she has some true friends, which is Yu-chan, her friend from middle school. That is her actual true friend, and it's it's very heartwarming to see real friendships in there and real relationships, and it's just overall an amazing series. It is just perfection almost, if you think about it. And it just like it stays away from the whole things that are played out, like the power creeps and the kid that, you know how like in every fucking shonen magazine, it's some little nerdy kid that doesn't have a power and he's weak, and like some demon's about to kill him, and the last second he's like this most powerful freaking kid in the world. That shit's been played out so many fucking times. So this is something different. It's its own thing, and it's incredibly unique. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of manga that are trying to copy it now, because this has been out for about a decade or so, and it's very inspirational.